Is it possible for Minecraft to beat itself? No mods, no plugins, and most importantly, no player interaction. Minecraft is waiting for you. But what if you never arrived? What if you were playing on your brand new hardcore world, then unintentionally died? What world would you be leaving behind after your player was gone? I guess you could call this intended Minecraft. And with that, we can load up this world, sit back, and watch. At first glance, everything seems the same. Mobs spawn, mobs die, villagers go about their day. It's clear that nothing has changed, but a key factor that will play a big part in this challenge is the fact of infinite time. It is the end of day one and nothing seems to have changed. Even over the course of weeks, even months, mob behavior continues as usual. Now for those Minecraft players who have had their Minecraft worlds for a long time, after years of playing on your world, a lot of odd things occur as the years go by. The most important occurrence to mention is the dozens of randomly placed and removed grass blocks throughout your world. This, of course, is a result of where enough time has passed that Endermen have used their special ability to rearrange the blocks of the world. But what if we watch Enderman shuffle blocks around for years? Since mobs move around with completely random pathfinding, some pretty spectacular things can happen. In theory, given enough time and following the right path, it is possible for one zombie to travel from one world border to the other. Also, with given enough time, a husk could walk all the way to a snowy mountain, starting from a desert. Now, the chances of this happening are astronomically low, but with infinite time, it could eventually happen. Also, not to mention, with enough time, it is possible for Endermen to rearrange the entire world, turning the dirt landscape into interesting looking shapes and structures. We can say that the Endermen are kinda like the architect, but there is another mob that brings a lot to the table. A mob that has the ability to remove blocks faster than the Endermen. If you have huge craters in your world, and you're always getting your house blown into smithereens, I think you know what mob I'm talking about. The Creeper. But without player interaction, it is impossible for the Creeper to explode. But is it really? Normally, you could use flint and steel to make them explode. Again, with no player interaction, this can't work. If creepers were to be set on fire or touch lava, they still won't explode. The next step is to find a mob or a natural occurrence that would allow the creeper to explode without player interference. Luckily for us, there are actually two mobs that can make the creeper explode. Those being the snow golem and skeleton. If a snow golem attacks a creeper by throwing a snowball at him, this would result in the creeper exploding. Same goes for a skeleton. In theory, a skeleton could shoot an arrow and hit the creeper, causing it to explode. Now, you may be thinking, I thought snow golems couldn't spawn naturally. And the truth is, yes, it is not possible for a snow golem to naturally spawn in Minecraft. So this isn't possible? No. Now, in order to make a snow golem, you need 2 snow blocks and a carved pumpkin. Snow golems are very easy to find, but carved pumpkins on the other hand are not. Normally, in a Minecraft world, pumpkins are fairly easy to find. Carved pumpkins, on the other hand, are much harder to obtain. Fortunately, they have a few natural spawning options. The first option is to get a carved pumpkin from a pillager outpost. Now, the second option is to go to a woodland mansion and get a carved pumpkin there. But just finding a woodland mansion alone is rare enough. But actually finding a carved pumpkin within the mansion is extremely sacred. After an Enderman locates a carved pumpkin and picks it up, it can now make its way to a snowy biome. Lastly, all the Enderman has to do next is find 2 snow blocks that are already stacked. Then, boom! Just like that, we now have a naturally assembled snow golem. Similar to other mobs, snow golems can travel anywhere in the world as long as there's a path. Yet, the snow golem is aggressive towards hostile mobs. They actually look for mobs and respond by throwing snowballs at them. Although the snow golem's attack strategy doesn't damage most mobs, although it does still make them angry. But how will this help us? Well, this does tell us that the snow golems do take aggro on some mobs. If a snow golem attacks a skeleton, the skeleton may shoot an arrow which could miss the snow golem altogether. But so what? It's just a stupid arrow. I mean, it's pretty useless, but there is a chance that a skeleton will spawn with an enchanted bow. And that raises the question, what if a skeleton spawned with a flame bow? If this happens, a skeleton could shoot a flame arrow when attacked by a snow golem. This means, using this method, it is possible to light TNT. Now, TNT is a block that Endermen can pick up, But where would they get it? You could get it from a desert temple. Unfortunately, the TNT is under a layer of sandstone, which is a block that the Enderman can't pick up. But thanks to a secret room in the Woodland Mansion, this might be possible. Within the secret room, there are 2 TNT blocks. So all the Enderman has to do is teleport there, then pick up the blocks. Once an Enderman sets it down, a snow golem will stumble upon the TNT. It will then attack a skeleton with a flame bow, then the skeleton will miss and activate the TNT. Again, the odds of this happening are astronomically low, but not impossible. With infinite time, this could eventually happen. But thanks to the possibility of explosions, this now allows Enderman to dig beneath the surface. The Enderman can now go to any underground destination, the most important of these, of course, being the stronghold. Now, how will we fill in the portal? Well, there is a 1 in a trillion chance the frame will be completely filled. Now, something that is cool is that Enderman can take blocks from the overworld to the end. Yes, this also does mean other mobs can enter the end as well, but that will be important later. Also, once something enters the end, they won't be able to leave. Whatever enters the end will be face to face with the Ender Dragon. And here's the hardest part, actually killing the dragon. Now, in order to kill the dragon, we have to destroy the end crystals first. Since we are dealing with infinite time, it is possible for Enderman to build a huge staircase. Then, we can get our extra large combo with a side of fries. No. I mean we can get our favorite duo, Snow Golem plus Skeleton. Then, just wait for the skeleton to fire an arrow, miss its shot, then hit the crystal. Next, we repeat this method for each pillar. Great! Now we have an Ender Dragon that can't heal. Now all we have to do is wait for the dragon to perch. Then, have the Enderman place TNT, have the skeleton shoot and activate the TNT, then boom! Think of just how ridiculous this is. The chances of this happening are close to 0, but the fact that it could happen is insane. But it doesn't stop here. We haven't even gotten started yet. So then a new question arises. What else can these mobs achieve without player interference? For starters, it is possible to get the dragon egg to be dropped as an item. All we need is for the TNT to blow up beside the dragon egg, then it will drop into the portal. So the dragon egg is pretty much gone. Wrong. There is a chance that a fox will be wandering around, then stumble upon the dragon egg. Then it can pick it up. Now, so far this video, we have proved a lot of crazy things, but what I say next will blow you away. What if I was to tell you, theoretically, it is possible to obtain the Elytra? Now, in order to obtain the Elytra, we first need to construct another portal. Now, all we have to do is find a ruined portal that has a full frame. Then, on hard mode, a lightning strike will affect blocks around it, so a strike right next to the portal will light it. Then, a baby Hoglin will come through the nether portal. Soon, it will turn into a baby Zoglin and find its way to the stronghold. Now, since baby Zoglins are tiny, they can enter the end gateway. The Enderman will then build a staircase. Now, it's crazy to think about, but it is actually possible for the gateway to spawn above an end ship. Then, the baby Zoglin will fall right onto the ship. Perfect. Then, it would go into the ship and face off against a shulker, and the shulker eventually will be killed. But how would we get the Elytra off the wall? A snowball or arrow could work, but unfortunately, snow golems are too tall to fit into the end gateway. An arrow could still work. Crazy enough, it is possible to get a spider jockey through the portal. If a spider jockey is hit with a snowball, it will be pushed through the portal. Then, inside the ship, another fight would occur, this time being the baby Zoglin versus the spider jockey. If a skeleton misses its shot, it will then knock the Elytra off the wall. After the Elytra is dropped, a fox will enter the portal, then pick up the Elytra. Throughout this video, we have accomplished so much. We killed the final boss of Minecraft, obtained the dragon egg, and obtained the Elytra. Yet again, the chances of this happening are close to 0. Just knowing that it is possible is insane. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for both 2,000 and 3,000 subscribers. That is literally insane. I love you guys. And that is how mobs beat Minecraft, the way it was intended.